you're at a Coldplay concert. The lights dim, the crowd roars, and up on the Jumbotron, the Kiss Cam makes its rounds, capturing couples laughing, smiling, sharing that playful moment. Then it stops. Two people appear on screen, seated close, clearly intimate, and just as they realize the camera's on them, they flinch. They pull apart fast. From the stage, Chris Martin jokes either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. Except this wasn't just an awkward moment. It may have been the beginning of a massive corporate scandal. Welcome back to Due Process Daily. Today we're diving into the Coldplay Kiss Cam controversy that exposed Astronomer CEO Andy Byron and the company's chief people officer Kristen Kbat, both reportedly married, caught on camera in what appeared to be a romantic moment. And while it started with an innocent concert gag, this incident has since spiraled into a case study in modern corporate ethics, digital sleuthing, and the legal minefield of workplace relationships. Let's start with what happened. At Coldplay's July 16th, 2025 show at Gillette Stadium in Massachusetts, the band's Kiss Cam zoomed in on a couple sitting together. Crowd giggled, Chris Martin riffed, and the two individuals quickly recoiled from the frame. But this wasn't just any couple. Online viewers began to wonder, who are they? In just a few hours, the internet figured it out. Through LinkedIn profiles, public photos, and some high-speed sleuthing, the pair were identified as Andy Byron, CEO of Astronomer, a major data orchestration company, and Kristen Kbat, the company's head of HR. Both are C-suite executives, both are married, and that's when things exploded. Speculation about an extramarital affair caught fire online. Reddit threads sprang up, Twitter blew up. TikToks with slow-motion breakdowns of their reaction on camera started trending. News outlets from the Daily Beast to Page 6 picked up the story. The term Coldplay Kiss Cam affair became a headline worldwide. Neither Byron nor Kbat has made a public statement. Astronomer has issued 0 press releases, but silence isn't always golden, especially not in the face of viral chaos. The fallout has been swift and unforgiving. Online reports claim that Byron's wife removed his last name from her Instagram profile. Users circulated what appeared to be public apologies from Byron, but those turned out to be completely fake, part of the internet's growing trend of manufacturing drama in real time. Meanwhile, Byron's past is catching up with him. Former employees from his time as chief revenue officer at CyberEason are resurfacing allegations of abusive leadership, verbal threats, and a toxic work culture. Whether true or not, these stories are now being retold in a very different light through the lens of a man accused of having a secret relationship with his own head of HR. And here's where this moves beyond gossip. In the corporate world, workplace relationships, especially at the executive level, aren't just frowned upon. They can trigger real legal risk. Policies exist to prevent abuses of power, conflicts of interest, and retaliatory behavior. Most companies require any romantic relationship, especially between people in a reporting structure or of senior leadership, to be disclosed. And when the person responsible for enforcing those policies, your chief people officer, is one of the individuals involved, that raises enormous red flags. This is where Astronomer might be facing some serious consequences. If Byron and Kbat were engaged in an undisclosed relationship, that could be a violation of company policy, employment contracts, or even shareholder agreements. It could also erode trust across the entire organization. Employees may ask, how can we expect fairness in hiring, promotion, or investigations when HR is literally in bed with the CEO? Let's add another layer. As CEO, Byron is responsible for modeling ethical behavior. His actions shape culture and compliance from the top down. If he failed to disclose this relationship, he may have breached his fiduciary duties, opening the door to legal scrutiny from the company's board or investors. And it doesn't stop there. Let's say a junior employee filed a harassment complaint last year and HR declined to take action. That case might now be reopened. Anything that came across Kbat's desk could be reevaluated under the lens of potential bias. What if promotions or raises were awarded unevenly? What if someone else in the company was fired for a lesser violation? Every HR decision becomes a potential liability when the integrity of leadership is in question. Now let's talk optics, and they're brutal. This was not a private misstep, quietly handled behind boardroom doors. This was a public broadcast at a major concert with tens of thousands of people watching, with the lead singer of Coldplay making a joke about infidelity on mic, and with the entire moment being captured, replayed, and analyzed like the Zapruder film. The Kiss Cam itself has gone viral, shared by sports teams like the Seattle Mariners, parodied in memes, and dissected in news columns from New York to London London. Even if this affair is never confirmed, the damage is already done. From a legal perspective, this moment has ignited a 5-alarm fire. PR firms are likely on high alert. Attorneys may already be advising Astronomer on how to handle the situation, from internal investigations to shareholder disclosures. And depending on the company's bylaws, either or both of these executives could face termination, not for infidelity, but for violating policy, misusing company resources, or creating a hostile work environment. Let's also address the bigger picture. In 2025, everything is recorded, everything is shareable. There's no such thing as off the clock or high-level executives. When personal behavior clashes with professional duty, you don't get to compartmentalize. You don't get to say, it's my private life. Because once it's captured on camera and broadcast to the world, it becomes a matter of public interest and potentially corporate liability. This story is resonating because it sits at the intersection of ethics, law, and culture. It's not just about a kiss. It's about trust, transparency, and leadership in a post-#MeToo, always watching world. And for companies like Astronomer, how they respond or don't will speak volumes about what kind of culture they actually promote. So what happens next? Here's what to watch for. Whether either executive resigns or is reassigned. If Astronomer initiates an internal investigation or hires outside counsel, any new legal filings, employee complaints, shareholder actions, or press statements, a possible media interview, or leak to control the narrative. This moment isn't going away. It's going to keep circulating, gaining traction, and sparking debate, not just about these individuals, but about executive accountability in the digital age. So now it's your turn. Do you think workplace relationships between top executives and HR should be automatic grounds for dismissal? Should companies disclose this kind of relationship to employees or investors, or is this just a private matter that never should have gone public? Let's talk about it in the comments. And if you want more legal breakdowns of viral moments, corporate controversies, and political chaos, subscribe to Due Process Daily. We're here to ask the tough questions and make sense of the mess behind the headlines. Until next time, stay sharp, stay skeptical, and remember, everything is evidence when the whole world is watching.